Here's another interesting question about actors. You know how some actors are, they're known for being suited to Chekhov or Pinter or Mamet.
Right.
What do you think it is in the actors who succeed at your work? What do they have in common?
That's a hard question because I've never thought of that. I've been very lucky over the years in working with a lot of different kinds of actors, and particularly in this group, this foursome, these four horsemen that are carrying this load. It's been a great pleasure because you don't all act exactly the same way.
We're very different people.
Yeah, you're different people. It's not that one is terribly broody and internal or anything like that, but you just have different styles. But all of you seem to go with what I'm trying to do, and so I don't think I can answer that question. I don't think I've ever. I did have one battle with an actress up at Williamstown on a play of mine we were trying out, which ultimately came here. And we just didn't like each other, and she didn't like my lines, and I didn't like how she was feeling on my lines.
And you said it?
Yeah, I did. And she left. And somebody good came in and handled it. So, but it's rare when that happens. Most of the time, actors accommodate to what I do, and I think you must know, Bobby, that I do tend to have a kind of rhythm in my writing.
Absolutely.
And I can always tell, you know, in auditions and in the first table talk get-togethers, I can usually tell whether the actors have picked up on that beat or not, and I can't seem to write any other way.
Where do you do your best work? What's your, do you have a routine? Do you sit in a specific desk at your house?
I'm totally bourgeois. I normally at my desk, whether I have two desks, one here in New York and one up in Roxbury, Connecticut, where I live. I'm normally at there, except for Saturdays and Sundays, at 8:30 in the morning.
With coffee?
With coffee or tea.
Or tea.
Or tea. And I spend the day writing or trying to write, and sometimes it's totally unsuccessful, and sometimes there's a kind of little tug on the line, like fishing, and I'm eager to get back to it. And sometimes things happen excitingly.
Would you consider yourself a perfectionist?
Yes, I deal certainly in the theater. You can't always be a perfectionist because there are other demands. You know, the set demands, the lighting demands, the actors' own demands for where they are and how much time they need. But when a play is over, when it's done, when the captains and the kings depart, I always go over the script one last time and fix a line here, take out a line there, and then let it be published if it is.
So once a show opens, can you purely enjoy it, or are you still thinking about a play once it is published and once it is out there?
I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it, and once it's off and running, I don't like to come to it very much.
Oh. I like it when you're in the audience.
I hope you got that grown. I mean, I like it for a while, but audiences are different. And it's not that I blame the actors, but sometimes I sit there and say, "Ooh, they missed that one. Ooh," it becomes kind of painful for me.
Right.
And so I don't come that much, but maybe on this one I will.
All right.